Hey y'all, this your girl Amber back, about to do a reading for my Tauruses. So take what resonate, leave what don't. Be mindful that these are all general messages. So if you are aware with your birth chart, it can resonate with your sun, moon, Venus, or rising sign, 1st, 5th, 7th, or 8th house. So, Taurus, let's see what message I have for y'all today. Taurus. Okay, so Taurus, I feel like y'all are in the energy whereas when it comes to your stability, you still don't see the change that you want. Maybe you have tried to do things differently when it comes to your stability, especially if it's regards to finances, and you still didn't meet or accomplish the goal that you had already established and planned out. Maybe you were, how can I explain? Usually in this case, maybe you were constantly like contemplating on how to move forward instead of actually doing the work. And that probably delayed you a little bit just because of the simple fact you were trying to find alternative ways to help you financially or just in general came to your stability, but at the same time, it's like the more that you were trying to find alternative ways or just ways in order to, you know, help yourself, is like it also caused like pauses and delays and things like that in that nature, just because you still aren't where you want to be, and you still are trying to find alternative ways in order to reach whatever type of goal that you have already set for yourself, so you can feel like you're at a very stable and solid place at the moment. What within right now. Taurus. Like you was doing more thinking instead of actually putting in more action. Because that's when you don't thinking, like you was just stagnant. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, like you was plotting, but whatever you was plotting and strategizing, you wasn't physically doing it. You know what I'm saying? And that will also cause you to become stagnant and be behind on whatever type of goal or accomplishment that you had for yourself because of that. Like when you first start trying to find alternatives to get a better, financial stability, you were just plotting straight. You didn't get to work right then and there. You know what I'm saying? You waited. You played around. You contemplated on when to start. Yeah, and maybe you contemplated on when to start, or you didn't start right then and there, is because in fact you probably felt like you didn't have that help or the assistance that you needed, or that guidance, whereas you can find those alternatives and put it into action, and then boom, you get the results that you want. So like, yeah, that's another reason why you was probably delayed and stagnant to that, because in fact you feel like you didn't have necessary tools and resources in order to do so. Taurus. And one thing I know is about Taurus energy, and because I have Taurus in my chart too, my Venus and my midheaven is in Taurus. We tend to do stuff on our own time, period. Like Taurus energy are big procrastinators to a certain extent. Now, I say that to say because in fact, say for example, you can tell somebody, a Taurus person can say, I'm on the way, I'll be there in 15 minutes. But not knowing, no folks ain't even left for where they at. Because in fact, Taurus energy do things on their own time. And even if it is on their own time and they have other people waiting, they're still going to move when they want to move. You know what I'm saying? So that's the energy I'm getting. Like, y'all basically doing all this plotting and strategizing behind the scene, but at the same time you still didn't take the initiative to move forward and put in that work right then and there when you start coming up with all those plans and all those different, techniques and things to put together. Because in fact y'all chose to wait and do it when y'all wanted to do it on your own time. You know what I'm saying? But I noticed that about Taurus energy. Like, Tauruses are very, what I say goes, meaning I don't move. I don't care how many times you call or blow me up. If I'm not ready to move, to come to wherever or do whatever, I'm not doing it until I'm ready to. Yeah. Taurus, y'all gotta be good with that, because y'all tend to do stuff on y'all time, which is, you know what I'm saying, because at the end of the day, time is man-made and can't nobody rush nobody when it comes to do anything. When you have other people waiting for you, or it's just when you have a deadline or just things like that nature, you have to be considerate of time, not just for yourself, but for others that is involved. You know what I'm saying? Taurus. Yeah, because like I said, my thing is, you can't put in any type of work if y'all actually don't start the fucking work process. Like, y'all just can't wait and see how things going to play out because y'all planning and y'all jotting things out. You have to, once you plot, strategize, and jot down, that's when you take the initiative and boom, put in that work. Like I said, especially if you have some type of goal or some type of deadline. And like I said, maybe you have been around people that were also holding you back. Not saying holding you back with, like, they were more so distractions. Meaning that these people, either they didn't see where you were trying to do or where you was coming from, or they simply just didn't care what you had going on. Whereas when you felt like you didn't have that help or that assistance, it kind of made you feel like, dang, like, I'm not going to get to where I want to be, or I'm not going to accomplish whatever, because in fact, the people who I have that I'm trying to reach out to try to, you know what I'm saying, because I feel like they love and support and care about me, these people aren't really trying, they're not going to help me in any type of shape, form, fact. So, like, yeah, the people that you had around you, even if it was like a person of the opposite that you was dealing with, or a lover or something like that, these people used to try to reach out to them to get the assistance, or, you know what I'm saying, like on some business type shit, but at the same time, the help and assistance that you needed, they couldn't provide it for you. And that also probably put a delay when it came to the alternative options on how you wanted to make money or just become financially stable. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, that's why probably the Magician reverse came out, because in fact, those people that you try to reach out to for that help and assistance, they wasn't too much of a help or assistance to you anyway. And those type of people, I call those type of people are distractions, because in fact, honestly speaking, if you cannot help me in any type of shape, form, or fashion, especially if I'm reaching out to you and you see what I'm trying to do, at this point, you can't help me. You can't serve me any justice or any purpose. So at this point, you're a distraction. So get what? I'm going to go on by my business. I'm going to focus on what I need to focus on. And then if I'm ready and if I feel like dealing back or communicating with you, I'll let you when I'm finished handling my business. But other than that, you are a distraction, love. And it's crazy because a lot of people who swear down there support you, this and that, are the ones who are actually distractions, just based off how they act and how they move. Especially if you reach out to them and you need some type of assistance, whether it's minor or major, and they can't be there to assist you, that's considered a distraction. Because my thing is, how can you support me or try to, you know what I'm saying, support me or root for me, and then even it's down to your, like, to the smallest thing, you can't do it, but you have so much to say about what I'm doing, how I'm doing. Love, that's a distraction. You are distracting me right now. You can't do nothing for me. You don't even have my best interest at heart, love. That's how shit. Taurus, Taurus. Yeah, because like I said, 10 of Cups came in reverse. Yeah, these people that you had these relationships, whether it was business, platonic, or even romantic, these people, some of the people that you used to try to reach out to so they can help you or assist you or just be some type of support and guidance to you, they were actually distractions. You know what I'm saying? They will distract you. Because my thing is, you couldn't reach out to none of these people for any type of help with assistance. But get what? I bet you if it was like in regards to going out, clubbing, this and that, or doing something they ain't got no business doing, they were going to hit you up first to see if you was going to be down for that shit. But not knowing your focus ain't on that. Your focus is trying to make some money, get your business, handle your business. Ooh, that's considered a distraction because, in fact, they are still on a lower vibration, a lower frequency than you are currently. You know what I'm saying? Energy, vibes, and frequencies all go hand in hand. You can tell when some of your peers and your family members and friends or whoever that you deal with isn't on the same level as you, especially when it comes to finances, your mental, your emotional stability, and your spirituality. You can always physically tell because it's a simple fact based off what's important to them compared to what's important to you. So yeah, Taurus, this is our message. Take what resonates, leave what don't. But yeah, Taurus, the reason why you kept having all these difficulties when it comes to trying to find the assistance and the help that you needed is because of the fact the people that you were reaching out to thinking that they was really here supporting you and will be here to assist you, they are actually really distractions. Okay? You have to learn the difference between who's genuinely here for you and who's actually a real distraction, okay? So yeah, this is y'all reading. Virgo, y'all are up next.